Hi guys, welcome back. So we've got the Welsh team to face France. That's their warm-up for their final Six Nations game. It's a really hard warm-up. If they come through it unscathed, then, it's going to be good preparation for the autumn. But, you do fear them picking up injuries against a team as physical as France. So is that the best warm-up game? I don't know. Comment below. But anyway, let's have a look at the Welsh team. Now, I'm very happy with this Welsh team because it's very close to the team I had picked in my video prior to this on Wales. And the guys who aren't in are generally not in because of injury. So I think this is pretty much the right choice. Let me know if you agree. But let's have a look through the team. Rhys Carey and Samson Lee get their starts at prop. Alun Wyn Jones going for, I think it's an equaling world record number of caps. Surely he's then going to break the world record in the next few games. Amazing for him. Very well deserved. What's great about Alun Wyn Jones is the consistency of his excellence. He continues to churn out not just good performances, but outstanding performances. He just loves winning. He loves giving his all. Corey Hill, I think, is the second best choice there. He's a good ball handler, he's clever, he's got leadership characteristics. It's good to see those two together. We haven't seen them together a lot due to injury as well from Corey Hill, so that's good. The back row is where they've been struggling for injuries. I think Moriarty's out, Navidi's out, correct me if that's changed recently. So they've gone for Wainwright back in at 6. He's the young guy who's got a lot of potential, maybe hasn't quite lived up to it last year, but a good chance for him to show what he can do at 6. Really good athlete, useful in the line-out, as is Justin Tipuric, as is Talupi Faletau, so they've got a lot of line-out options. I think they would have wanted a Navidi in there or a Moriarty in there, one of them at least, to add some physicality. So I'm not sure it's exactly what Pivac wants, but it's still very good. They are a little light. On the bench, James Davis, Cubby Boy Davis, comes back in to cover. Loads of Welsh fans like him. He's an out-and-out 7, snaffler on the ground, played 7s, very exciting player. So I think people will be excited to see him get a run. And in the backs, we see the return of Rhys Webb as the starter. Now, there is an injury to Thomas Williams, I believe, so is he going to be the starter when he's fit? I don't know. But Rhys Webb certainly was the main man for Wales before he left for France, and now he's picking it back up. I think he is the best player. Let's see if he can perform. At 10, there's been loads of choices at 10. Dan Biggar's obviously the man, but the real decision is who goes in his replacement. I was thinking Sheedy should be his replacement on form, but they've gone for Patchell, and I understand why. If you want to change a game, running game, etc., Patchell probably is the man over Sheedy. Plus Pivac knows him from Scarlet, so it makes sense. So no problems there. Now, at centres, I had picked Davis and Tompkins, but the other way round. I was thinking Davis could do with getting used to playing 12 in the last few years of his international career. But Nick Tompkins has played 12 plenty. Jonathan Davis prefers to play 13. Davis isn't quite up to full match fitness, so I'm going to be watching him carefully. Let's see if, as long as he gets through the game, doesn't pick up an injury, I think that's a positive for him, but maybe don't expect fireworks from him just yet. Josh Adams, Wales' best winger, comes in on the wing. George North, possibly a little fortunate to start because Liam Williams isn't quite ready to play international rugby. He's gone back to the club to play. So George North gets a reprieve and will need to prove himself because Louis Rees-Zammit is on the bench and will be snapping at his heels. I think that's a good battle. Who's going to come through from North and Rees-Zammit? Because when Williams is fit, I think there's only room for one of them. I think it's probably going to come down to not so much Rees-Zammit's excellence in attack, so we know what he can do, is can Rees-Zammit minimise mistakes, be really tidy and neat at international level. I think if he does that, then I think he probably gets the nod, actually. And the Halfpenny rounding out the team at fullback, he's been playing fantastic. Getting towards 100 caps, so that rounds out the starting team. Sam Parry comes onto the bench covering hooker, then you've got Nicky Smith and Lewis, the front row covers. Seb Davis is the second row cover, like I said, James Davis the back row cover, but really probably only covering 7, so they would have to rejig potentially if there's an injury elsewhere. Gareth Davis covering the bench at scrum half, and like I said, Patchell can offer a real game-changing change-up at 10, and let's hope we see some Louis Rees-Zammit, because that's what everyone wants to see as well. So plenty of danger in there. Sure, they're a little light on back rows if they got another injury, but at the moment it's still looking good, so the actual starting team's looking great, and they just won't want to pick up any injuries in the France game. Is winning this game massively important? Well, probably not. I mean, you want to win, obviously, but you know, the Six Nations game is another kind of a warm-up because it's a dead rubber for them. But they just want to hit this this autumn 8 Nations tournament running, so they've got a couple of games to get into that. And I really want to see how Wayne Pivac's attack evolves, because we saw some exciting glimpses of what he wants to do, because it's going to be a very different Wales that we will see than what we were used to under Warren Gatland. So it's going to be very exciting to see. I like the team. Let me know if you'd have made any other changes. I'm not sure with the injuries they've got, there's not a lot else they could have done. So I'm happy. Let me know if you're happy. And until later, I will see you then.